searching. Gotta learn from my mistakes. We are strong-minded, never blinded, just doing what it takes. We are awesome creatures, true believers, with our comeback kids. We are non-hating, jubilating. That's who we are. We are strong. We are strong. We are strong. We are strong. We are motivated. We self-made it. Not fearing what's ahead. We are always giving, just reliving, doing what we can. We are real determined.
Greetings. I am your host, AJ Adams, along with Nikki. We thank you for joining us today as we rock truth or absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth, even before our very eyes, is consistently questioned, criticized, and altered to fit a person's ideology of God's original intent for the kingdom and for mankind. We believe that the Bible, our kingdom constitution, is inspired, infallible, inherent, and the final authority for all. RockTrue Queens is founded on He, who is the original point of reference for all things to come through eternity. The RockTrue Queens is a cross-cultural response to the generational, economical, and social concerns of the kingdom woman in today's society. RockTrue Queens is established for each one to reach one to teach one the lost art of embodiment as an inherent chosen daughter, therefore exposing the hidden in plain sight assassination attempt on the kingdom morals, integrity, and glory of her identity, ultimately healing the broken love language between the king and his queen by applying kingdom principles, revelation, and knowledge. The Rock True Queen seeks to inspire, enlighten, and highlight upcoming and established local and international queens and kings of character while promoting Black consciousness and awareness, who we are and to whom we belong. It is absolutely a kingdom renaissance where we rock truth or nothing at all. Hello, truthers. Hello. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey,
Hey, Nikki.
how you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. I am excited for tonight's show, ready to get it going. Um, and I always love talking to new people, so that's what I do. I like to network and talk to new people.
Yes, I'm definitely excited just to see what she has going on and what she has coming up for in the next coming months or so. But what's been
Yes,
going on with you this week?
um, just taking my time. I took some nuggets actually from the ladies like we talked to last time. Been doing my routine of making my bed up in the morning. Saying give me some peace of mind. And she is absolutely right. When you walk into your room and you've been going all day, you feel a lot more like not as anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Just taking those notes of that, and like how she said about journaling. I've been doing my God journal, and everything like that. Talking to new people about, of course, life insurance, and just made a new connection today with the store owner. So I'm excited. I'm just taking time. I feel some shifts coming, some next level stuff coming. I'm excited and getting ready
Okay,
for Vegas,
that's
of
good.
course.
Speaking of the ladies, Cece and Aretha, Red Lips, Little Black Dress, or RLLBD, they just Sunday was their brunch.
Okay.
My sister went, and just from the pictures and the videos, everything was absolutely amazing. I heard the food was amazing. Of course, it was in New Orleans, so yeah, I'm mad that I missed that because the food is so. But just the speakers that they had just talking about mental health and women empowerment and just working with each other and not just, quick to point that finger or quick to condemn for whatever reason. But it was all about enlightenment and just right, helping keep the next one up, keeping the person next to you, hey, you okay? You're all right, checking in, and not just she'll be okay, she's strong. So,
Mm-hmm.
everything that they posted and, just from their event was absolutely amazing, which they're actually now getting ready to start their next event. I believe it's in November.
Okay.
So I told her, I'm like, I'm there. You don't even have to worry about it. I'm there.
So where is the next event going to be?
It's probably going to be New Orleans. That's their home base. That's actually where they all met.
Okay.
So New Orleans is sort of like their base where they have everything.
Okay. We're going to have to take a trip then because I'm all for it. And I want to go back to New Orleans.
Yes, I told her my sister's not leaving me this time, so I'm definitely looking forward to what they have in store. Just because from their retreat to the brunch, like it's only going up from them and what they have planned and what they're doing and what they stand for.
Yeah. I
So
like it. I like it. So how was your week so far, AJ?
it's been a week. This week has been one of those uh, sit down before your body make you sit down type of week. So definitely feeling. I'm doing a lot of moving around, so just took some time, sat down, and just sat there and just didn't really do a lot, just because I felt like I don't need my body to really shut me down. So just taking my time to just take care of me. Thank you, Selena.
Dang, I know. I think I like to stay with you. I took a nap. That's one reason. Naps are essential.
I,
I wouldn't like to tell you different.
I've been clocking one nap a week, so that's amazing for me. I don't take naps, so
The way my body's set up, how you said, like sometimes your body be like, it'll sit you down before you sit down. Yeah, I've been having this. Mine's getting low. I'm like, okay, got it. Noted. Gonna take a nap.
yeah, it's one of those things, and I've learned just I feel it coming, so let me stop before my body tell me you about to sit down for a few days. I only told you to take an hour, but now
You
you're
don't
about
want
to take
that.
some days. Mm-hmm.
Take it. Hey, look, take it from somebody who know. If you don't, it will sit you down.
Yep.
So either you voluntarily do it or you involuntarily. And involuntarily is not the one you want.
Nope. I've been volunteering. I volunteered. I took a nap this week and I took a break just from making stuff. Oh. You just I didn't make I have two pop-ups this Saturday and Sunday, and I just took time and said, okay, I'm only gonna make stuff a couple days and I'm gonna take tomorrow to make everything else. But um just one of those things, just sit down. So I sat down. And
That's all you can do. And
it
don't
felt
feel
good.
bad about it. Don't
It
feel
felt
bad
good.
about it.
Normally I'm guilty, but I definitely felt better afterwards. Hey, Miss Shayna, how are you, my dear?
Right, Shayna? Yeah, you don't look. I'm gonna tell you, somebody who knows. Just there's nothing wrong, if nothing lazy about sitting down and taking care of
Mhm.
yourself. You know, sometimes you feel bad because you think of all the things you're supposed to be doing. But if you don't sit down, you don't get to do all those things you're trying to move and do. So and you have to make people. Literally this week, what I've been doing the past couple of weeks is actually filtering people out.
Mhm.
Anything that disturbs my peace, anything that disturbs my energy, and you gotta go. I ain't trying to be cold hearted or nothing like that, but if you're not contributing to my peace, you gotta go.
Yes, I've seen memes. How does it go? If you're not contributing to my peace, my pockets, and something else, it's like, well, I mean, I guess yeah. If you're not putting money in my pocket or helping me make money, you gotta wait till I
Pretty
feel
much.
like till I'm ready. So
And you
yeah.
also have to make time for yourself personally. Like there's nothing wrong with having personal time. Um, it's the thing of yes, you can go do your work, but you also need to have personal time to
Yep.
yourself. And you got to make people respect that, like you're not a robot. You do need your own time to unwind, get your mental right, all of that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. So
Yeah.
yeah, learning that it's never going to be balanced, but just learning it to put it into your schedule. That's also an appointment.
Hmm.
So
Indeed, 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 indeed. Well, I'm excited for our guest tonight. Just looking at a lot of the things that she's doing and she's done. Definitely excited to see what makes her mind go, because like some of her designs were like, okay, I haven't seen that before. So definitely excited to talk to her and see what she got going.
okay, I got some questions prepared. Structure. I'll be,
On
it's,
on it.
you already know I'll be like, hey, okay, I got some questions prepared. I like to ask people, especially,
Exactly.
especially entrepreneurs.
Yes, yes. Do you have any networking events coming up?
No, I do have my class. Okay, I got my 20-year class reunion coming up though.
Awesome.
So it's gonna be at the end of July. We're taking over for the night. No, man, in 2000. No, we class of 2001, Andrea. We about
Ah,
to come out in
okay,
full
okay.
drove, and we've been getting it lit on Facebook. We like this is about to be dope. I like seeing people after that long because everybody's been moving, and we're all friends on Facebook, and we're all cool, which I do like. Because sometimes people come together and they got like all that foolishness. Mm-mm. We about to have a great time.
That's awesome.
We're putting in. We got drinks. We got things. We're doing it at the high school. At our old high school. They were gracious enough to let us use the facilities
Oh, that's
because
cool.
I have a lot of great memories from high school. I cannot front. I met some great people. Even now, like I'm still cool with some people, and I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? We excited. I brought out the old pictures. And we still all look fabulous too.
Hey, and that's awesome. I would say for my 20-year reunion, which is a little while ago, um it was cool to see everybody, like you said, we're all Facebook friends, but um it was just awesome just to see everybody in person and not just, on the computer screen. The cool thing is for our name tags, I think on our mixer night, our name tags were our actual cap and gown pictures. So it was
Really?
cool to see what you look like now versus, that 17, 18-year-old baby face then. So it was, at first I'm like, I don't want that picture, but I still have it. I still have it. But it was something cool to do, like I said, and just to see everybody, from 18 to, then. So
Let me tell you, I ain't gonna even hold you up. My glow up is so serious. Woo. I'm one of those people that get better with age. Okay.
hey.
I still. It's funny because you know how you still look the same, but you
Mm-hmm.
look just like you came into yourself. And people don't realize one thing I do want to talk about, like when we do our future subjects, is that don't at 18 you're still not fully developed. You're still not who you're fully going to be. Okay, so don't sweat it.
But I
you
mean,
know,
honestly, when are you fully going to be who you're going to be?
and that comes with building your identity. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna, well, you're always gonna be a different version of you as you get older. So embrace it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the way that you don't fall prey to low self esteem is by building your identity and your mindset. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um, because me, like I was talking to one of my friends, I said I could never wake up and not have my face. If that makes sense. Like how people go for like plastic surgery and they be looking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, if you touch my face and I look like Bozo the Clown afterwards, I can't. I'm gonna be real highly upset because you can't fix that. You can't go in no, you can't etch sketch that away.
No, no, there's not enough contouring for some of the stuff that you see, but
Look, you look how you look. Love yourself. No amount of plastic surgery, none of that. Look, there's wigs, there's makeup, there's so many things to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you weren't meant to look like everybody else. You were meant to look how you're supposed to look.
yeah,
Okay, and that's your power. Everybody has something they're insecure about, but just show up as you. If you
Mhm.
busy trying to be somebody else, who's gonna be you?
Yep. You
You
gotta
know, I
right.
play with different things. Like I love wigs, I love makeup, I love all that. And guess what? I got days where I just want to slap on a head wrap and some sweats, and I'm still cute. It's about the confidence. That's all. It's about the
Indeed, indeed.
confidence.
Yep, indeed, indeed. Oh, excuse me. Selena said, when you decide to be his again. Yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
all day,
Yep, I
all
agree.
day. And don't let people in your head. Most of those people that's talking to you negatively don't even like themselves. I learned that they're insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people don't want you to know your value.
That part. All right. Well, we are going to cut to a commercial before we bring on our guest for this evening.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Girl, let me see what they got on RockTrue. Girl, they got RockTrue Pigs, RockTrue Science, RockTrue Science. Girl, I never liked this phone.
As the consumers. The
Right.
consumers also raise it because that I
Mhm.
love one thing I was watching the Dave Chappelle special, and he was saying, you know what, now I'm gonna go to my real bosses, and his real boss was the audience, and he said, I'm asking you guys who are the consumers to not purchase or participate in this, and so that's the same thing. We didn't as well. We are the real bosses and are the machine,
Right.
you know.
Do me a favor on your platform, and again, I'm so humble and blessed to be on your platform. Do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
The same platform that you have right now and what you're doing right now, I don't even think you realize Rock Truth Radio stands for more than just Rock Truth Radio. Here's the difference with what you're doing culturally. You're talking about building a whole bunch of people that's looking at your show and looking at the sisterhood and brotherhood that you bring forth every single show. And it's showing them subliminally, this is how you work together.
Yeah.
This is the bridge you build
Yes,
for other
sir.
people to cross over back and forth. That's the kind of
Right.
platform that we need. That's the kind of positive energy that we need. If
Yeah.
if it's not for your show, how will younger people have a first off a blueprint to follow and something to look forward to, and to say, I don't really want to do the rest of that stuff that everybody else is doing. I need a show that is indicative of who I am. And that's what Rock Truth is all about.
Yeah.
So I'm so
Thank
humbled
you.
to be on your platform. Thank you.
Thank you, and we're humble to have you. And I'm sorry,
Nah.
just one last comment, and I'll let everybody else talk. But thank you for that. And just like you said, you stand independent. So do we. We are not, willing to do anything for any money. We're not willing to compromise anything. If we got to put in the work, we'll put in the work before we compromise ourselves and the God that we serve. But we don't need that. We're not here for that. We're here for His namesake solely. And so I'm so grateful that you've taken again the time to turn and see us for who it is that we are. That was I'm trying not to cry, Will. Yeah,
In the evening time.
All right. We are back. All right, so ready to talk to our guests. I am so excited. Miss AJ, are you ready?
I'm ready. Clearly, I was talking and was muted. So,
I saw that, but I didn't know. You may have some going in the background. I didn't know your life.
okay. So, yes, let's go ahead and welcome Miss Carolyn Allen. How are you?
Hello,
Great and
Tia.
you. Hi.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Great and you.
I'm doing excellent. I'm doing excellent. So I got a chance to check out your Facebook page,
Oh
and
my.
you make. First of all, I love your personality. You got an outgoing personality like me, and I love it. Okay,
Thank you.
and that you like wearing. All
Yes,
right,
that's a plus.
I see that. I see that. But I also love that you have creative things on your page. And so my first question, just off top, like, just tell us about yourself and what made you go into the business that you're in.
Well, my name is Carolyn. My background is actually in the hair industry. I've been doing hair now 36 years. So a few years back, maybe about 7 years back, I was just excited about making my own cup. I just want to make me a cup just for myself. That was the only thing I wanted to do. So I got started. I made a cup. I made a Prince cup, and it just
Good
went
choice.
crazy. Prince cup. It was right at the time of his death. I wound up making 69 glasses for people like within a 3 weeks period. So it just took off just like that within 3 weeks, and I'm like, wow, that was kind of interesting. And so from there, me and my sister was going to Las Vegas, and I'm like, I'm gonna make us a shirt. And she was like, shirt. I was like, mm-hmm. So I made a shirt, and literally my business, I mean, it just took off, and I've been 100% busy for the last 7 years, just making fun things. And not an artist, but the good thing is that we have artists that we can, get their images and take them and then bring them to life. So I think that's the other art part that I probably didn't have, like in the hair industry, as far as drawing and writing and things like that. But the business just took off, and it's been fun. It's been a fun ride.
That's good. Um, so you said for seven, you've been doing the 7 years strong?
Strong, like
Yes,
crazy. Yeah.
ma'am. And please listen, don't say you are not an artist because listen, if you gave me those same pictures and told me to put it on the cup, it's gonna look like a 2-year-old did it.
I'll be like,
But
what is this?
so, ma'am, it is an art. You definitely have an eye for art. You definitely have an eye for what looks good, what's popular, what's going for right now. So you definitely have an eye for that. So, ma'am, you're an artist. You're an
Yeah, because
artist.
we definitely have to create everything from the backgrounds to the wordings. We just get the person, the lady or the shoe or anything else. Everything we definitely have to go in and, you know, and I'd be like, you sometimes it keeps you up at night. You wake up like, oh man, maybe I should try this. Maybe I should add this. Maybe I should. So yeah, it's definitely an art, but it's a fun art.
Indeed. What will you say has been like your biggest aha moment during your 7 years of just doing the creative side, not just in the hair industry?
Well, my biggest aha moment, I think probably, I mean, hair is that's my life. I own a salon. So that's what got me started in just, expressing myself, because you want to express yourself through somebody else's beauty. Making a person beautiful, bringing out the best in them. And then you find yourself, with your clients, you find yourself, building them up because you don't know where they may be torn down. And then they may be building you up because you don't know where they don't know that you may be torn down. Because a lot of times people come to the salon, but they may not know if I may be going through something because I'm the type of person is I don't bring anything to the salon but my energy. So, but because you feeding off of them and they're feeding off of you, I think that the business of really interacting with individuals on a day-to-day basis really is where where I'm at with the business. So,
Okay.
So I have a question. Is your husband around, or is that him on your profile picture, or what?
he's on my profile picture. He's not around. He's somewhere
Okay.
probably listening to this live. But he's he's the type of person is how some people like, well, my husband will wear that shirt. I'll be like, my husband will. So like we just did an event, and I know everybody probably seen the post where the lady had her husband and she had her face all over his shirt.
Yes, I saw that.
Okay, so I made my husband one of those shirts and put my face all over it. I had an event that I had to do in Maryville, and I made that shirt right before I said, "Here's your shirt and your mask." And so he came right there with it on. I mean, he doesn't buckle up. He always, being supportive, whether it's good times, bad times, ups and downs. But he definitely will go the extra mile with stuff. He'd be like, "Oh, so you gonna make me this shirt?" I'm like, "Yep." So he's real supportive in wearing it. So he gives me a good laugh.
I love it. I love it. So
Hey,
he's right here in the
Mr. Allen.
backstage. Hi, welcome.
Hello, thank you. I was
Where's your
listening.
shirt at now?
Right.
Look, husbands and wives are the best. Like I tell people, that's your best built-in business partner. Okay.
Mhm.
So like literally most of the top people in my company are couples because the world tries to tell you can't work together, but you actually can, because if you're married to the right person, you should want to work together. So I think it's pretty cool that you wear her stuff and promote her, because that should be your number one cheerleader. So I definitely applaud that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
He's my secretary, my runner. I'd be like, I'm the good delegate.
Delivery guy, yeah.
I see you got the hat and the polo like you
Yeah.
so.
I'm ready for work. Right.
Look, between him and my mom is one of my. I can make my mom something, and she likes to go and gamble a little. So she would take like the whole blanket to the casino. I'd be like, look at that whole blanket to the casino, because next thing I know, somebody's calling me like, "Hey, I seen your blanket." I'm like, "Okay, your mom had it." I said,
She in the right place promoting.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
That is
All the people in there, they got money and they sitting there doing nothing.
but someone wants you to talk to while you sitting there.
And all you gotta do is talk to people. They gonna be like, "Oh my God, where'd you get that blanket?" Because this is my daughter's.
That's my mom.
So, yeah, I love it. So, Mr. Allen, what do you do by trade?
I work in the factory. I'm a crew coordinator. We make Dove soaps. I work over at Lever Brothers in Hammond. I've been there almost 20 years, and like you said, it's been a journey. We've had some ups and downs, and I have learned over time to just go to bed. I try to wait up until she's finished. She get down there in that basement like a mad scientist, and about 2 or 3 in the morning, she be like stumbling up the stairs, eyes half closed, and I go downstairs, and it's like a couch full. It's tumblers, it's shirts, it's scarves, it's footies, it's booties, it's Prince glasses, it's this, it's that, and I was like, oh, that's what you was doing all night. So, we get along well. I stay out the way when need to, and then every now and be like, "Hey, you hungry?" She'd be like, "Yeah, okay." And I get a little food, and then she go right back to it. So it's pretty simple on my part. Stay out the way.
I mean, I'm not gonna call your job simple, because to take the I'm not gonna say the orders, but to be delegated to, but also being able to execute on that, and then relieve her from whatever she got going on outside of her layer.
Yeah.
That's not easy either, because I know
Yeah.
I delegate to kids, and they like, "Mommy, we're done. We're done.
Yeah.
We tap out."
I try to simplify things as much as possible in her life. Of course, I go to work and work doubles and a rotation and things like that. So trying to be compassionate of some of the things that I'm doing and she's doing, you know, make me a little bit more independent, but I know she's busy and I see the results. You know, I see all the posts and people wearing the shirts, and a whole family reunion might have the shirts, or, you know, a lot of things, the blankets, you know, she was on this blanket kick for a while. I mean, it just comes and goes. Like she said, she been busy for 7 years. I mean, just nonstop. And it's interesting because it started off as, hey, I think I'm gonna make a shirt for me and my sister. And that turned into a whole nother thing. She put it online, and then I went to some glasses, and I went to this, and I went to that. And of course, yeah, I'm the eye candy. So anything she needs for a man to try on, I put on. You know, she has some drawers. I'm like, whoa, hold on now, hold on, we're doing a little much. You know, put me out there. You know, once it's on Facebook, you can't take it back. Don't have me out there in my drawers. You know, so yeah, I draw the limit, but I try to be supportive. I try to be. She's like, no, and then, you know, she got her face on the drawers. I'm like, yeah, nah, we're not doing it.
But the biggest thing you said was results. Most people, couples, the way you get your spouse to support you is results. Like, that's the part people don't get. They're like, oh, my spouse isn't supportive. Okay, what results have you rendered? Because the thing is stability, and people are looking like, okay, I support your dream, but where are the results at?
Yeah, where you going with it? Or where you going with it? So, like, I'm like out in Crown. She gave me parts of Crown Port I ain't never seen before. Yeah, this lady selling this stuff. Go get this and pick it up around. I'm like, okay, you got the address? I don't know where I'm going way out here. But, we've driven. Where did we go get that press? Or we sold the press? Was it Ohio or
Michigan? Right, about 2 hours away.
But we all over the place with it. So it's been fun. It give you a laugh. Like you talk about quality time, and it's not always me watching sports or her, you know, just working, but we find some time to do some things together and make it fun.
And sometimes you got to go outside your zip code to find success.
Oh, most of the time.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, most of the time.
Most of them. And I tell people, I mean, my friends and family, I know people always say, oh, they don't support. My friends and my family support me hugely. But my mailing, I mean, I mail stuff up to so many strangers, but it's building those relationships. People don't realize that when you give, and some people complain about giving, then that's when they are stagnated. But when you give earnestly, they don't understand. That's why my family and friends support me, because if they have something, I'm going. I don't care if I can't come for 10 minutes, for 5 minutes. People are like, oh, you going for just 30 minutes? I said, you don't understand the smile on those people's face when you walk in that door, even if it ain't but for a minute, but because you made the effort to come. So that's why I think, you know,
too. You know, when she came back, she said, hey, go stop by this thing for a few months. Really? You know, so I just standing. I don't even know these people. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm Carolyn's husband.
No kids here, so I have to use them. Okay? They're older.
Pros.
Says Carolyn's husband. You know, that's how I go in.
But that's the thing, though. People don't understand. See, people want people to support them, but they don't want to go outside their comfort zone to support other people.
Right.
I mean, that's the biggest difference. That makes a huge difference. People don't understand. And I may not be buying, but I'm coming. Trust me. Because people just want to see your face there, or they may stop by the shop. They want you to just listen. I mean, that's going to make a difference. That's going to take their business to another level. I tell people all the time, in sales and things like that, that's a scary part anyway. So they just want somebody to take time and listen. When people come in the salon selling stuff, I hate when people say, well, what you selling? Oh, my friggin' dad is cheaper. If you're not buying, shut up. Exactly. All they need you to do is listen. That's gonna make a difference in their business. I said, because they already scared. They got to come in here. They see all these strangers. They want to talk to them, and then you sit there and try to shut them down. No, let them talk about what they're talking about, whether you're buying or not. Just listen. That makes a difference.
I have new people that come on my team, and that's the biggest, scariest part for them is talking to their friends and family, because they're like, oh no, they're gonna say no. Look, if them your people, they gonna listen. You should at least have enough credibility that they're listening. Yeah. And if what you're selling is valuable, they'll listen. People buy from people they like.
Right, and
Period.
then the good thing I tell
You,
people what I've learned in business because I do a legal shield as well. And what
Okay.
we've learned in business when we're dealing with family and friends, you have to invite them in a different manner. You have to say, "Hey, you know what? I believe in how you. You know, if I show you this information, I want your truth, or I want I believe in your opinion." So you have to come to them a different way. Because I remember when I first got in legal shield, I was calling my sister, and I was talking too much. So I found myself just, "Hey, come on, you need to look at this. You need to do this." And my sister said, when I finally moved me out the way and then put somebody else in front of her or
Yep.
somebody else elevated and talked about them, and when we brought the information to her differently, she was like, I would have been joined this. She said, but
Yep.
you always made money, so that didn't make me a difference. You always was successful no matter what you tried. So it was like, okay, she's making money. We already know she know how to do that. So it was me taking myself out the way. So what we have to do is take ourselves out the way and actually put somebody else in front of them or elevate somebody else to talk for you. And you have to stay out the way because they do see you in a different light too.
Relatability is big.
Yeah.
Relatability is very big. And they see you as who they know you as. They see Carolyn, they're like, oh, Carolyn do hair. She doesn't. That's what she does.
Like she always make money, so nobody
nobody listening to her. People got ego. People got pride. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta do the switcheroo. Offer some food. Hey, y'all come through.
Now that was the one thing she did was offer food. Now, of course, people came from 1,000 miles away because they know she can cook.
Free food.
So we can't do that.
food.
We have to do crackers and chips and pop. Okay, no food.
All day. Look. Even Mr. Allen started smiling when we went to food. He was like,
Right.
yeah, food.
Right.
you know what I've seen, because I'm not selling anything, I make soap, but what I've seen or what I've come to understand is it's okay. Everything ain't for everybody.
Nope.
So if the product is not a fit for your family, I make Dove soap. And I hope don't nobody from Lever Brother hear this, but she uses oil of Olay. I don't take it personal.
That part.
It's not for everybody, but I know she makes sure I'm up and going to work and the check is there and all those things. So there's other ways to support a person versus saying, since you do hair, I got to do my cousin hair all the time. No, that's not how it works.
No.
And once you get past that, our son recently called and was like, well, I'm doing this. Y'all got to support. No, we don't. We support you, but I don't really need the product. I forgot what it was, but and you got to get out of that they owe me something mentality.
Oh yes,
because it slows you down. Oh man, it slows you down, and what it does is it creates a divide or puts a wedge between you. They can't support you now because they scared to tell you they don't want the product.
Right.
I'm gonna help you, but maybe my friend wants it, but I don't really use dog food. I don't have a dog. So if you selling dog food, what I'm gonna do with it? And I don't say I don't have a dog. So I just try to remind people to remember everything ain't for everybody, but your people still can support you.
Right.
Tell somebody.
The key is that don't go into it thinking about results. Go into it thinking about what you can bring value, because they may know the person that you need to blow you up. It's about exposure. That's it. Don't get attached to an outcome, and don't take it personal when somebody says no. And I found that in business, a lot of people quit because of a no.
Because of a no.
And you have to realize people are going to say no.
They supposed to say no. I just had a young lady that asked in a group the other day. She was like, so I took this lady and showed her all this stuff, and she asked all these questions. I answered all these questions, and she didn't even want me to, she didn't want me to, whatever she had a setup that she had to do. She was trying to sell her on, using her for a banquet or something like that. And so she was asking, how do we feel about that? And I'm like, you got to work through the numbers. It's a numbers game. I said, so if you're talking to 100 people, if 80 of them say no, at some point, somebody's going to say yes. I said, but it's okay. I said, it's a numbers game. I said, and I like people to ask questions. I don't be mad because, I asked you questions. I told her, if you don't want to answer no question, then you're going to have a problem there. I said, hook a booklet on certain things that Jay can look at. I said, have it already prepared. Then you won't be feeling all bad, because this is all the part of your business. You're supposed to be able to show people about, but no, everybody's not going to pick you to be their banquet person. No, everybody's not going to pick you to be there like me. I bartend. Everybody's not going to pick me to bartend. I mean, everybody's not going to pick me for their shirts. It's always somebody out there to make and do some shirts. And I'm fine, because some people say, oh, your prices. then I'm not the one for you. So my thing is, I'm fine if you go somewhere else, because guess what? It's always going to be a yes somewhere down the line. So what if it's 10 people's down the line? So if I had 10 no's, I'm going to work it out. It's going to work out. You got to talk to more people. That's all. It's how many million people in the United States? Just talk to more people.
Right. And then one lady said, I attended something, and she said, don't hustle your value. Like, don't hustle your value, know your worth.
Yeah. Don't negotiate it. Yeah.
Don't negotiate, because y'all go into these other places and pay their money. You don't hustle Ralph Lauren. You pay Ralph Lauren prices.
Robin don't lower their prices because Wendy's got a 4 for 4. Either you want Wendy's or you want Red Robin, but we not negotiating, right? We not negotiating.
We don't go to Macy's and be in the line and be like, well, can we lower this down? You either gonna pay what Macy's got on that tag, or you're gonna just go on back out the door.
But you know what? The other thing is, I find that people that go into things thinking about the money that they're gonna get, or the money that they're gonna gain from this sale, or the money that they're gonna get from having that banquet, when you go into it with the mindset of all about the money, you miss out on building that relationship with that person. You miss out on that moment with just building up your own business. And that's the biggest thing, is everybody want the money, but you don't want the process of getting to the money.
Oh yeah. And it's definitely
put in the work. Because you're in the people business. You have to be into people.
And that's the thing. People. And that plays a part, and that's a very important part, because people are so money hungry that they got $100 bills on people's head, instead of like, hey, how was your day? You know, hey, I remember it was your daughter's birthday. How did that birthday come? I mean, you have to build a relation to people when they know that it's not about the money. Even if you don't book me for this, I say, hey, what happened at your mama's event? How did it go? I mean, I'm still concerned about how did that event go, whether you picked me or chose me or not. You know, so, and that's the thing is, when people see money all on top of their heads, they can smell you from miles apart.
They can. People can smell desperation. I used to tell agents that all the time. People can smell when you're broke.
Yeah.
Don't go in with a broke mentality. Please don't. Because you have to build your identity so high that a person don't even know that you at zero in your account. Because they focused on their problems anyway. They're not focused on you. So you can't go in like, oh, results. You got to work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? I've had people come in like, I gotta make money. You're not gonna make any. You already ruined it. You already ruined it. Your desperation ruined it.
Okay, we just be broke at another level. I tell them we used to go to conventions for Legal Shield, and I remember one convention, my sister, they worked so hard where they was gonna win the $2,500. They was gonna be able to walk across the stage. But people didn't know when they got there, they was so broke because they had, they had bills and they had paid all their bills, but it was like, hey, get there anyway. That's all they knew. So they knew when they left there, they was gonna be $2,500 richer. But people didn't know that they was eating dollar hot dogs off the circus. You know, people didn't know because their mentality didn't say that. Their mentality didn't say, I'm rich. I'm walking here with my head up. Nobody knows my stories, and I don't have to give you my story. So it was, it's just being around people that understand that it's not about us. It's about how many other people can we help? How many other people can we share this with, whether they have it or not, or whether they can afford it or not. But it's just, giving back. I mean, and I think because my dad was a giver, I mean, we used to be sitting there. My dad would be like, he would come to your house and be like, can I get this pair size of shoes? Can I get this shirt? And he would give and give and give. And I always said the scripture to him is, what have they done to the least of all? They've done it to me. He said, if I can give you a pair of shoes, I will. He said, if I can feed you, I would. And that's how I feel. Let me give until I can't give no more. And I don't look for things in return. Oh, well, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That's not my mentality. If I do something for you, you ain't got to do not one thing for me. Because when I give, I'm giving it earnestly. So, I mean, and I think that makes a whole lot of difference. My mom is going to give, kiss, hug, love you to death. I just have to tell some of my boys, my mama do not like you like that. She loves everybody. So, I mean, I guess because I had both parents that was just natural givers and natural love, I didn't have no other choice but to be those people.
My grandfather was like that. He was a giver.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
he was all about that. Yeah, he just was like, hey, you need a ride? You want some pizza? Because I was a musician at church, and I was
Okay.
with you. And he was a deacon, and he was like, "Hey, why don't we go pick this person? We gonna pick that." So I
My
picked up
dad's
that
a pastor.
mentality. See, it's the people think by giving they're being foolish. You know what I'm saying? But God gives us grace every single day, no matter what we do. And if you can't return it in the same, that's why you're not blessed.
Yep.
It had nothing to you to go give the most money in the church, but if you don't treat people right and you don't know how to be a giving person, it don't matter. Whatever you touch, it ain't about to be blessed, because it's got to be about people. That's what you're here for, and not the people that you like.
Hello.
Sometimes you
For
don't
people,
like
period. You can't pick
people.
and choose.
Period. What they do to you is not your business.
Yep.
No.
Just make sure you do what you're supposed to do. That makes me ask my next question: what is your vision and your mission for what you're doing?
Which thing? I'm like, oh my God, I'm so all over the place. I mean, people, they don't have no idea. And I don't even understand how I get some of the things done, because actually, I mean, I own a salon. I do hair, but I bartend at the Horseshoe at first, and they because of COVID, but of course we just got re-signed up. But I bartend. I'm a notary. I got my own travel site. I do Legal Shield. I'm a Legal Shield associate. Been doing that since 2002. And then what else I do? I got my kid. Then I got grandbabies and my husband, of course, the kids. But I mean, and I don't know why I work so hard. I feel like I'm just working really hard. But I don't know. It's just like I want to just give to the world. And yeah.
You can't help it. What I want to ask before, what's your sign? What is your sign?
Leo. I'm a Leo.
That's why.
Yay,
Yep, that's why.
Leo.
I'm an Aquarius. Yep. Is she a Leo? Yep. We can't help it.
Yes, I cannot help it. I'm always trying to, when I get, even when I'm doing the shirts and things like that, I'm trying to find that expression out of that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving back, and just like, I got something just for you. Let me work that art out. Cause I mean, I don't know, it's a different feeling when you're doing stuff for other people. So I think that's my joy when I get out of it. I don't get a lot of sleep, because I'm going from place to place to place, but God is able.
That's AJ. That's why she started laughing, because she did the same thing.
Yes.
Carolyn, I'm right there with you. Like,
exactly.
And I won't go to sleep until I did this task or whatever. So yeah. And my kids know, listen, go to bed at 9:30, leave me alone, let me be. This is my time. And they wake up like, oh, you made candles? Oh, you did this? Yes. Now put the labels on it and don't scratch it.
Yeah.
See what happens when you move out of my way and go to sleep?
Right.
Yeah. Things get done.
I think
I don't have any children right now, so
I think it takes everything to get started, though. I know I'm not good. I can be sitting in the same seat all day long, but it seems like my adrenaline don't get to work to about 9 o'clock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See,
like, I got this long list, and I'm like, I've been done. What am I doing for the last 5 or 6 hours? I mean, sometimes I literally just be sitting there like, you gonna do some work today? But you on the computer, you on your phone.
But Miss Carolyn, at 9:30, 10 o'clock is go time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's something about nighttime is relaxing.
Yeah.
And like, you just like, okay, I'm in my zone. I don't know why I wake up in the evening. I tell people my business don't start till the evening. Because none of my agents, I do life insurance, and none of them are off until 5 in the evening. And so I'm like, that's when my day begins. So I take a nap, do what I got to do for me, and then my time is to them. So yeah, I understand that. So what is something that you love about yourself? Like, what's an attribute you like about yourself?
I like everything about myself. You know how people be like, I don't.
What's your favorite though? What's your favorite? Is it ambition? Is it your go get it? Like your go getter mind?
I think it's an ambition. I think it's how I work and treat others. Because I mean, I'm the type of person I think people think they can rub me the wrong way, but I don't have a wrong way. It's like, do you know God has been so good to me that whatever you say, I mean, you could call me out my name and it doesn't affect me. You can say certain things to me and I'll be like, oh, because I mean, I guess maybe I was in a family where we all laughed a lot. Everything was funny. We had a joking spirit. So a lot of stuff that people come to me with, it's like, why? It just bounces off. Like, oh, you thought that hurted me, girl?
That's a Leo.
I mean, I think it's growth. I mean, I think it takes a lot for people to see where I'm at with that. And like I said, and I think it helps a lot. Because I don't want to walk into a room. When I walk into the room, I want you to be like, joy, peace. You know, I don't, because I went to work one day and the girl that we went to work with together, and the girl asked the other young lady, she said, why you always coming with a frown on your face? And she was like, because I'm tired. And she said, well, Carolyn never looks like that. I was like, heck, I'm not coming in here. I'm not coming in here looking like I'm asleep. I'm not coming in here with no attitude. I'm not coming in here rolling my eyes. I'm not gonna come in here because Mike got on my nerves. Because my thing is, it's in the trunk, and if I want to pick it back up, I will go and get it. So that's not me. I'm not going to give you that energy. So when you have that energy, it's like it bounces off. So I think that's what I like about me, is that I don't take on your negativity, your problems, your issue, your past, because everything all that is you. I woke up this morning, you know, God spared me another day. Do you know how many people died last night? Do you know how many people I heard gunshots last night over do you know how many people that didn't make it? So I don't have that energy, that negative energy. I'm always positive. I've been working in this line for 36 years. Nobody can ever tell you that I came to the shop frowning. Nobody can ever tell you that I came to the shop with an attitude. Nobody can ever tell you that I came to the shop rolling my eye. I don't do none of that. But what? God has been too good to me. So I just like me all over.
I love it. So, Mr. Allen, I don't want to leave you out. So what is your sign, and what do you like about yourself?
I'm a Capricorn, and you know, we kind of balance each other off because she's persistent, a go-getter, and pretty much self-motivated. So there's really no free time in her book. When you're down, it's always time to do something else. I'm the type of person that I'm never upset. She just said she never shows upset. I always find the calm in a situation, and throughout my life, I'm playing football, at work, I've been that person that people go to when things get crazy, because I'm the only one that's not acting crazy because it don't bother me. You know, I'm not here, like she said, I'm not here for that. I can't do my job, get paid, and go home. Now, all this drama. So I become the mediator a lot of times, because I'm cool with this clique and cool with that clique, but they don't like each other. They both telling me what they don't like about each other, and I'm the person who just kind of mediates in between, because it's all relevant and in its place. This problem is this big. In the big wall of problems in life, like you said, somebody to make it home, somebody looking for their daughter right now.
Yeah.
You know, somebody kid in the hospital. So when you can remember and you don't become so jaded that you're conscious of the real suffering in the world, or the real problems, somebody didn't eat the last 2 days. Somebody slept outside. It was raining, you know. So when you think about, I never want to get to the point where I don't remember or I look down on those things, because that's when you run into trouble. And then you start missing out on what God has blessed you with. You know, I don't have a lot, but I got enough, and I'm thankful for what I do have, because it could be a lot worse. You know, we at one point had, 3 cars. It was just me and her. So, when I started thinking about car problems, I'm like, oh, I can't really complain about that. It's somebody trying to catch the bus to get to work right now. You know, I got more cars than I can drive. So real quickly, you learn to keep your mouth shut and be humble and keep it moving.
You got a spirit of gratefulness, it sounds like.
Yeah, I do.
I like it. By the way, Capricorns, y'all are earth signs, so y'all are really calm about everything.
Real, yeah, that's been me.
We can get foolish though.
Yeah, no, when they get mad. When they get mad.
People where they at though. That's
they will. But Leo, you'll snap out a little faster than he will, because he'll be like,
yeah,
right.
We'll meet people where they at, and then we'll go right on back to who we was.
Pretty much.
Right.
So when he says that balance is there, I can see that. Like, okay, come on back.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Look, we do got to flip them out now.
Yeah,
no,
because I have
come on right back over there.
Because I'm an Aquarius, and you guys are y'all my sister sign, so okay. We know. But we a little flip, but we a little more comedy sometimes.
I am not playing.
Y'all a fire sign. I've been
playing that.
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
She a Leo too.
Oh boy.
Yeah. we're different, but we love us some people. Oh my God.
Y'all do. One thing I have
love
learned,
some people.
Y'all love hard.
But I love to meet you exactly where you at. I do not want to take you no farther because I don't want your nose to bleed. Okay. So I will meet you on your level and then come back tomorrow.
I can't. One thing I love about you guys are givers, and people don't realize that is your love language of how you show love. Mm-hmm. You shower everybody around you with how you want to be treated because you see yourself as royalty. So you see everybody around you as royalty. And so that's why I can see you being successful. But every Leo I know is mega successful. Like, you guys do not play about your grind, and you do not play about
our money.
Y'all play, you will cut somebody. Like,
we just hypothetically talking. Did you send me the money to start? Okay, but then we just hypothetically talking.
You asked me for this quote. Did I get the money though? Did you put the deposit down?
Your invoice has not been paid.
Can't start.
I ain't even starting. I'm like, huh?
I'm starting. I love it. So, how many kids do you guys have?
We have 4 children. My oldest is 35, and then our youngest together. We have he has 2. We had 2 before we met. I had 1, and so we have 1 together. He just turned 24. Oh my God. And then we have grandbabies. I don't like my kids anymore. I like my grandbabies.
Of course.
Wow.
Of course. My siblings and my parents have taught me that since I have kids, I no longer matter. It's all about the kids. So
yeah.
It just comes with the territory. Just like
I'm a grandbaby, so I can attest to the fact that I'm like
Well, see, it was a billion of us, so we didn't really understand because my mom had 12 sisters and brothers, and some of her sisters and brothers had 9 kids. So we all was there, but with the smaller families, it makes a difference. I think a little bit. So everybody's like, "What?" I don't have a favorite. I love all my babies.
That is awesome.
I love it. How many grandbabies? How many grandbabies?
Mm-hmm. We got 5. Yeah, we got 3 boys and 2 girls. Yes.
Okay.
And another one on the way.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah,
I can see y'all being those parents that spoil their grandchildren. Yeah.
I like boys, but we got that. They snuck them girls in on me. I'm like,
no.
My husband like, you got to share your crown. I'll be like, huh?
Yeah, y'all Leos ain't for that. Y'all like, they got babe.
I've been a lady so long. I'm like, huh?
But let me tell you, you're gonna have the best dates, like little spa days and stuff like that with the girls. And
I guess they're okay since we don't have to share clothes. You know, I think that's probably the best part, and not having girls, especially early on, so they can wear your clothes. Because I used to tell my girlfriends, I said, y'all kids be wearing y'all clothes and in y'all closet and in y'all shoes.
Is that what I have to look forward to?
An attitude? Oh my God. So
I have a 12-year-old girl and a 9-year-old son, and she's a Leo. Yeah.
You and the girl are still friends? Because me and my daughter probably wouldn't be friends right about now.
She liked me right now. She just got her hair done, so she likes me right now.
I like boys.
It's funny because I used to babysit my friend's kids, and I remember when it was her daughter's time, and I said, "Hey, your daughter." She's like, "What's wrong with her?" I said, "Nikisha." I already know what it is. She said, "No, it can't be. I'm not ready."
Yeah, no. Listen, I already know. I'm not talking to her for 4 days. Like, no. And I try to teach my son, listen, leave her alone.
Exactly. He should be learning now, so when he start dating or later on, he'll know. Don't.
And my son he's very empathetic, and If you kick your toe, he's all over it. You okay? You're all right. You need something. And
See, that's what I like about boys. That's why I don't like them girls. They don't care.
no. If I'm sick, my son bringing me water and fruit snacks. She might cover me up, but that's it. She's
right.
Just leave her alone. Like, man, but no, my son is all over it. But yeah, my daughter, I try to teach him though. Like when she started being mean, listen, leave her alone. Don't even talk to her. Don't look at her. But he has to. It's in him. It's not gonna work.
That's funny. Like I've been around. I don't have kids yet, but I've been around helping other friends with their kids, and they always prefer the boys over the girls.
And how old are you?
I am 38.
Oh God, you better tell me. Yeah, you better hurry up. My dad say them old eggs. You better go on, hurry up.
Look, let me tell you something. I have a phobia of being committed to the wrong person, and I'm like, because I can't have them get on my nerves and you, because I cut you. I can't cut them back. So I don't want to hold out a lot of kids. No way. Only like one or two. We're good.
Yeah, but 38. Yeah, you better.
Yeah, I don't want to. I never wanted a whole lot of kids. I'm okay.
I told my sister, we might as well. My dad told her, "You go on now. You 40. You go on. Don't worry about it."
Hey, Holly Berry waited to 50. You know what I'm saying? So that let you know what it is out here in these streets.
Was that her first child at 50?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, 50.
50 chasing around, girl. I'm 53 and chasing around my grandkids is unreal. I couldn't even imagine them not going home.
Janet too. Janet did the same thing. Janet did the same thing. I said, hey, they wait till they got their millions, billions, got all of their.
But it's a difference. They don't have to run around and chase all theirs. I don't have the nanny. It's a difference. You have grandkids. I can't imagine having a child and you can't go home. You can't go back to your mama.
That's the part y'all like about being grandparents.
You should see my grandkids. Now they to me they go if he's there. It's where my papa. They sitting on him, on top of him. We could be asleep. It doesn't matter. That's what they do. He leave out that door where my papa at. He gone to work. Now they're in my lap, both of them. I'm like, so they are clingy. So I can't do that for 365 days. No. They got to go home to their parents or something.
Well, my grandparents raised me, so bless their hearts. So I'm like, look, I bless their souls. Let me tell you, I know that was God sent because my parents were a little different, my real parents. So I'm glad God stepped in. That's who I be.
He definitely will do it.
Yeah, but you know what? I love everybody that's around me. I've learned to value everybody around me. They all got something to offer. If you have the mindset, you can learn from everybody. Nobody's perfect except people for who they are, and love on them because that's the component of getting through this life. But Carolyn, we hate to cut you short, but we going into an hour and I'm like, you are fun.
It went by so fast. Like
I swear, like it went by so fast. I'm like, I'm gonna hit her up.
Because I was nervous. I said an hour. What the heck? I'm gonna be talking to them for an hour. 15 minutes. That's my limit now.
I have fun talking to you. And I mean, you're a Leo. Like you already know you know how to talk. Come on now. Okay.
Right. Now, Miss Carolyn, where can everybody find you when they want these designs and the underwear with the face on it and all of that? Where can we find you?
Well, I'm on Facebook. I don't have a website. I just have a Facebook business page, so they can find me on my Facebook page under Woven with Excellent by C. And I don't have a website. I think because I'm nervous. When you've been busy for 7 years, recklessly busy, I think it's hard for me to actually try to accommodate people on a website. I don't advertise in my salon or anything because Facebook has really taken me and word of mouth has really taken me to so many different levels. So, but they can definitely find me under Carolyn Allen or Woven with Excellent by C on Facebook.
All right. Well, there you have it. I want to thank you guys both for joining us today. It's definitely been a pleasure having you both on. Just learning about you guys, your business, and just your partnership together as a whole. So thank you again for joining us. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, Nikki, for joining me today.
Yes, it was a pleasure meeting both of you guys.
Yes, ma'am. You will. I'm definitely going to reach out to you for some shirts. So
I'll be in your inbox just to even
Third
hang out with
tumblers.
you.
Look, I know. I was telling them the tumblers. I think about the tumblers are my number one sellers. I probably do 40 to 50 to 60 tumblers a month because I think everybody should drink pretty.
Oh yeah.
Put your face on it. Put somebody on it. Your cousin, alcohol, whatever.
Indeed. Well, thank you guys for having us. You guys have a great one. Thank you for joining us where we rock truth or nothing at all.
Great.
Yep.